Time now for your top 5 stories at 5 a.m. on your Monday. Crime scene investigators from Vero Beach, Fort Pierce, and Kaiser University joining in on the search for that missing Hobe Sound mother today. Trisha Todd was last seen April 26th, and today's effort will begin near Zeus Park and Reed Park.
A South Florida football star is brain dead after a shooting. Greg Bryant Jr. was found shot on I-95 Saturday morning. The shooting is now a homicide investigation. Detectives are asking any witnesses to come forward with information.
The first cruise from America to Cuba in decades has docked. Carnival Corporation's Fathom Adonia docked in Miami yesterday. U.S. cruises to the island nation, of course, became possible after our President Obama and Raul Castro restored diplomatic ties.
A federal face-off is down to the wire in North Carolina. The Justice Department gave state leaders until today to remedy the violations of their HB 2 law. The Justice Department says it violates civil rights for the LGBT community. Specifically, the law imposes restrictions on which bathrooms transgendered people can use.
You can expect to see more traffic today around Okeechobee Boulevard in downtown West Palm Beach. More than 2,400 students graduating from Palm Beach State College. There will be 2 ceremonies, one at 10 and one at 2. I want to congratulate all of the graduates, and of course that's taking place at the convention center, which brings them to downtown. Yeah, what a beautiful weekend, and boy, we can only hope today's nice start continues.
Sounds like even though things are going to even out later, we are all starting in different places.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place this morning. I like that you wore yellow today, though, representing sunshine, which I knew you had in your head throughout the weekend. Yeah, we're starting off very, very cool. If you look on the Live Viper 5 Max and you look at the temperatures, in the green and light blue here, those are temperatures in the 50s. So everywhere from Sebastian down to Fort Pierce to Port St. Lucie and over into Okeechobee and around the edge of the lake there, even into Belle Glade, temperatures in the 50s. And then in the yellow, temperatures in the 60s from southern St. Lucie County all the way down through Martin County and into Palm Beach County this morning. So sort of a variety of temperatures, if you will. But everybody is going to warm up. Ashley's on the money with that. We're going to warm up into the 70s by the time we get to mid-morning, and then we'll be in the low to mid-80s by early this afternoon. Now, we do have some chances for rain in the forecast. In fact, we could see some heavier rainfall as we get to later in the week. We'll talk about that and an increase in temperatures coming up.
Tell you what, it wasn't the best weekend on the road, so we're hoping to start the work week off on a much better note. Starting in West Palm Beach, taking a look, Okeechobee Boulevard, the Turnpike. Very little action this morning. Accident-free all the way from the Treasure Coast into the Palm Beaches. We do have a new round of construction projects starting today. Remember last week, it was southbound Boca that was kind of off limits on I-95. Well, this week until about 5 a.m. Overnight construction northbound starting at Palmetto Park Road to Yamato. Again, this should reopen any moment now. So not a major issue. I'll put more details, though, for you to read up on Twitter at WPTV Traffic.
5:02 right now, and this morning the Martin County Sheriff's Office is ramping up search efforts and covering some new ground in the search for missing mother Trisha Todd. It's been nearly 2 weeks since that Hobe Sound mother went missing. News Channel 5's Christina Noche is live now in Hobe Sound with the 3 other groups joining today's search. Hey there, Christina.
Hey, Ashley. Well, investigators from Fort Pierce, Vero Beach, and Kaiser University will be joining in on what the Sheriff's Office is calling a massive grid search that they're going to begin 9 this morning. Now, they're going to start here at Reed Park and also continue searching through Zeus Park. Over the weekend, volunteers searched several miles with cadaver dogs, but were not able to turn up anything. They also handed out flyers throughout several neighborhoods in Hobe Sound, hoping someone saw Trisha Todd. She was reported missing almost 2 weeks ago when she didn't pick up her daughter. The last known picture of her was captured on a public surveillance camera, and in that photo, it didn't appear that anything was wrong. However, there is still no evidence of a crime or an abduction, but still no one has seen this missing mother for almost 2 weeks. And we are going to be covering these search efforts throughout the day. Again, they're going to be searching through Reed and Zeus Park. That's where they're going to begin around 9 o'clock this morning, and we will be here covering those search efforts. Reporting live in Hobe Sound, Christina Noche, WPTV News Channel 5.
We know the identity this morning of a man killed in a weekend shooting in West Palm Beach. Zedward Jackson died after he was shot Saturday night on Tamarind Avenue and Adams Street. Another man, Marcus Young, was also shot. He's expected to survive, but so far no arrests have been made in connection with this shooting. Chris?
Well, Mike, this morning firefighters really finally have some optimism in that fight against that massive wildfire that's burning right here in Western Canada. This is where Fort McMurray is, the town that has really received the brunt of these flames. Take a look at the video of what firefighters have been going through, what they've been fighting over the past week. It is now scorched more than 600 square miles. To put that into perspective, that's larger than New York City. Winds, though, pushing the fire away from that town. Now crews, they're looking to start assessing the damage of what's been done. Certainly a lot. It's not clear when, though, the 88,000 people have been evacuated will be allowed back home. Ashley?
All right, Chris, thank you. Take a look at this. Red light runners in Boynton Beach at it again. Now, the police department there posted this video to Facebook. You see it? You see that car completely ignoring the red light, driving around the stopped car to go through? Well, the department is now posting videos like these to make sure people think twice before they run red lights in the future. The man charged in the hit-and-run death of MMA fighter Jordan Parson is waking up in jail. Dennis Wright made his first court appearance yesterday. Wright's license has been suspended 6 times. He faces multiple charges, including leaving the scene of a crash causing death. He's now being held on $450,000 bond.
The coach and mentor of Parsons spoke with us for the first time since Delray Beach police arrested Wright. The coach wants justice and doesn't understand how Wright was allowed behind the wheel. He spoke about the man Parsons wanted to become.
He was constantly getting better. This guy was 100% committed to trying to build a bright future.
Delray Beach police, they're still investigating, as we just told you, the circumstances behind that hit and run. The fate of a Riviera Beach City Council seat is going to court. Coming up at 5:30, the decision that could stop a runoff re-election.
But first, newlyweds keeping secrets from their spouses. The one big potential deal breaker many admitted to hiding when we return. You're watching WPTV News Channel 5. Good morning.
One of these cars has been wrecked. Can you tell which one? We're putting local drivers to the test. Consumer watchdog Jen Strathman shows you how to check for hidden accident damage so you don't get ripped off. Tonight on WPTV News Channel 5 at 11.
The home at 19 Walker Court. The agent. The rolling of sleeves. The look over. The look under. The application of dirt under fingernails. Turning over every rock, turning over every chimney, checking the nooks, checking the crannies, checking the walls, the floors, the gutters, the doors, finding the flaw, calling the specialist, fixing it, cleaning it, prepping it, painting it, listing it, showing it, selling it. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Need a new mattress? Come to El Dorado and shop Florida's largest mattress selection.
Which proposed a bicameral.
Boring. Come on, people. Let's debate something that actually matters. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Challenger? Charger. 305 horsepower, 300 horsepower. That super efficient 8-speed tranny helps you get up to 30 mpg and 31 mpg highway. Win, win. Debate's over. Get you some of that.
During the Drive and Discover event, lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2016 Challenger for $179 a month.
What if there was a paint that made you look at paint differently? Question everything you know and what you don't know. What if it's built with better ingredients, given superpowers, and even a secret base to test those powers? Since Benjamin Moore reinvented paint, it makes you wonder, is it still paint? Find Benjamin Moore Paint, only at one of our authorized retailers near you.
Catch up on all the weekend sports action. Join ESPN 106.3 for Honda 5 Sports Live every Sunday night following News Channel 5 at 11. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
We should call your mom, tell her we're going to be late.
Then just press 1. She's programmed.
Aw, am I number 2? No, mom's cell. Number 3, mom's work. Number 4, not me. Number 5, not me. Number 6, not me. 7, Brian's crib. Number 8, Power Jams.
Technology that fits your world. The BMW 3 Series. Visit your South Florida BMW centers today for exceptional offers.
Chopper 5, the only local helicopter covering breaking news first and fast.
WPTV News Channel 5. The most experienced local news team gets you information faster and from more places.
Trust the team that always gets the facts right the first time.
This is your home, and we're here to share news that matters most.
We are WPTV News Channel 5.
Welcome back. 9 minutes after 5 o'clock on this Monday morning, and a quick look outside our Live 5 camera over downtown West Palm Beach. Not much to say here. Light winds, warm temperatures. We don't really have any rain on the radar. We're looking at a big variety of temperatures, though. It's actually in the 50s along the Treasure Coast and inland this morning, but in the 60s along the Palm Beach County coast. However, once the sun comes up just before 7 o'clock today, we're going to start to warm up pretty quickly throughout the morning hours. By the time we get to the early afternoon, our high temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s, which, by the way, is right around average for this time of year. Beach forecast for today, nice beach day. Surf, rip current risk, very, very low. Winds are going to pick up this afternoon, so that'll increase the risk for rip currents a little bit. But sunny and warm with an afternoon breeze out of the southeast. Rain chances extremely low today, only about a 5% chance for an isolated coastal shower. That would mainly be during the late afternoon and evening hours. Otherwise, mostly sunny and nice warm temperatures. Rain chances only go up a little bit over the next couple of days, but we do have higher chances for rain toward the end of the week, and temperatures will begin to soar toward the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up.
We're following breaking news just coming in right now from Miami. 3 people have been killed in a crash overnight. This is a tweet sent out of the scene right now at Northwest 119th Street in Miami-Dade County, where this crash happened overnight. Not exactly clear exactly what happened that led to this crash. But again, 3 people killed in a crash that happened late last night on Mother's Day. Ashley?
Chris, thank you. 5:10. And it is a good way to stay hydrated, but just ahead, the negative side effects of flavored water you may not even realize.
And a new garden being built in Palm Beach Gardens. Why you'll hope you'll never have to visit it when we come back.
Quick look at tonight's primetime lineup. The Voice, Blind Spot, News Channel 5 at 11. Going to be a great evening. We'll be right back.
From WPTV News Channel 5, get Storm Team 5 weather updates throughout the day on Cool 105.5.
Reckless driving, drunk driving. It's a bad decision made by far too many drivers. If you've been injured, call Kogan and DeSalvo now. The call is free.
What famous American has covered more territory than any other? Hint, it's not a person. Celebrate 75 years of endless adventure today at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep is the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. During the Drive and Discover event, current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2016 Cherokee for $179 a month.
24/7. Termites never stop eating.
Just call Hewlett. Termites cost Florida homeowners over $500 million a year. Damage is not covered by homeowners insurance. Even concrete homes aren't safe from termite damage. Just call Hewlett for a free inspection today.
Time to redecorate?
Yep. Just call Hewlett.
Just call Hewlett.
Look, I know you're a cow and all, and you may not know what I'm talking about, but the yogurt made from your milk is delicious.
You'll play.
I got hit in my car in the front end. That's when I decided to call Daryl.
We were able to take care of the insurance problems for him. We were able to get all his medical bills paid, and we were able to get a very good settlement from Mike. Call Kogan and DeSalvo now. The call is free.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Women's Health Center, specializing in the early detection of breast cancer.
5:14 right now. I started a poll on Twitter about this. Someone in New Jersey, $429 million richer this morning after buying the sole-winning Powerball ticket in Trenton. Now, in New Jersey, you can choose your payment when you pick the numbers. This winner chose that cash option, so the golden ticket worth a lump sum of $284 million. The lottery reset to $40 million for the next drawing, which is next Wednesday.
I just picked call in Rich and skip it on your poll. All right, we'll see how it turns out. Switching gears now. Police say a man near Orlando killed his brother during an argument over a cheeseburger. Happened after Cinco de Mayo festivities in St. Cloud. Now, their mother called 911 right after the shooting, and Benjamin Middendorf now being held without bond.
Can you understand what the baby's singing? So this is so adorable. It's stealing a lot of hearts online. The baby monitor captured a little girl singing Darth Vader's theme song, Imperial March. The little girl's dad says she took an immediate liking to that movie, especially Darth Vader. The Force definitely strong with that one.
Like, oh, here comes Darth Vader. He's so cute and cuddly. But no, kids and then passing on the Star Wars generation. It's awesome. I know a lot of you families do that out there.
It's funny what kids decide to embrace,
right.
You know? You
like what sticks and what doesn't. All right, Chris.
All right, guys, here live in the satellite feed room, a rough landing on the West Coast. Look at this video. People in California, crews in California investigating a plane that crashed on top of this building. This is happening near the freeway just outside of Los Angeles. Just take a look at that. One person treated on site, another taken to the hospital. And here this morning, it is still not clear exactly why that pilot had to make that landing. Mike?
Thanks, Chris. Hey, the number of kids living with chronic health conditions in our country, it's rising. Researchers found chronic conditions like asthma and ADHD were very common among children living in poverty. They also found kids living in extreme poverty who had asthma and ADHD were also twice as likely to have at least one other chronic medical condition like autism, depression, or even anxiety.
Hey, moms, listen up. Swaddling your baby may increase the risk of SIDS, or sudden infant death syndrome. This is especially true when babies are put on their stomachs or their sides to sleep. A review of 4 studies found the risk connected with side sleeping nearly doubled among swaddled infants and doubled in swaddled babies found on their stomachs. The SIDS risk was also higher for older babies who were swaddled during their sleep. Sparkling or flavored water are both popular ways to spice up your water intake without taking in extra calories. It's better for your waistline than soda, but NBC's Haley Hernandez asks, is it any better for your teeth?
If you want sparkle and fizz without pop, you might turn to one of these.
The fizz that makes it kind of bubbly in your mouth, basically that's carbon dioxide. You have chemicals in your mouth that convert the carbon dioxide into carbonic acid.
That kind of acid is not as bad as soda, dentist Terry Alani says, but over time it can do damage.
Drink these in moderation because it can cause erosion of the enamel.
And on top of potential dental erosion, some of these still have sugar. Vitamin water sounds healthy, but
this has got 32 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar.
And tonic water seems like a good choice, but there's sugar in here too.
So right here, it's got fructose. Well, fructose is sugar.
And while she says this is better than soda,
it's a better alternative for sure, 100%.
It's the sugar in anything that is undoubtedly bad for your teeth. Dr. Alani's favorite choice is this. Crystal Light packets. She says their only pitfall is the color.
If you really don't want your teeth to stain, you're probably going to drink the ones that are a little bit clear, like maybe a lemonade color, something not such as wild cherry or strawberry.
All right, take a look at this. 1 in 6 newlyweds are keeping a financial secret It's according to a new survey by credit tracking company Experian. 16% of newlyweds surveyed admitted they're hiding a financial account from their spouse. Really? The survey found the couples also had spending secrets. Many women said they were willing to spend nearly $400 on average without even mentioning it to their partner. For the men, they're more willing to quietly spend more than $1,200. I think open communication is the best thing. Glenn, speaking from married guy's perspective.
Lightly, Mike. Yeah. Those are good secrets to keep. All right, let's take a look at this. Our Live 5 camera over Peanut Island, Singer Island. By the way, International Space Station flying across the northern sky right now, but only for another minute or so. We're looking at a quiet morning. Temperatures are quite cool, actually, up along the northern Treasure Coast from Port St. Lucie to Sebastian and over to Okeechobee. We're in the 50s this morning. But then you get down to Stewart and Hobe Sound and Tequesta and Jupiter, and you're in the low to mid 60s. And then even mid to upper 60s around Palm Beach Gardens, Riviera